Hi everyone. So, as I sit here, lay here actually, my little girl is breastfeeding. And I just spontaneously decided that I would start a blog about the different stages that she's in. Not with regards to development or anything like that, but just with regards to how she interacts with me when it comes to breastfeeding, when it comes to having milk. Right now she keeps looking up at me and then going back to the boob. It's a new habit or new behaviour for her. So she's 4.5 months old. And in the beginning, particularly in those first couple of days before my milk came in, breastfeeding was not exactly stressful, but it wasn't particularly pleasant. Aside from the fact that I had a little bit of raw skin on my nipples, she latched quite well. She's just stopped drinking to look at me, lick her lips and smile. It's very cute. I'm not going to show you her because I don't particularly feel like revealing my breasts on the internet. But she looks really sweet. She's happy. Hi, darling. She likes to talk to me. Hello. So, here, finish your milk, silly. Yeah, that's it. She forgets sometimes that it's there. Yeah, go back to it. Yeah, no. She gets very easily distracted by talking and lots of things now. Alright, I'll put the booby away. So, this is my little frog. Say hi, everybody. Anyway, oh look, there you go. She wants to look at you now too. So, enough of the rambling. Yeah, in the first couple of weeks, sorry, start in the first couple of days. In the first couple of days, yeah, she had to get up all of the amniotic fluid, and I swear she latched fine, but after 2 sucks and 1 swallow, she was suddenly vomiting really, really badly, and it was all yellowy, gross, pre-digested amniotic fluid. Once she got that out, she always drank really, really well. But she was a bit jaundiced, and so I had been told that when babies are jaundiced, the best thing for them to clear the bilirubin is to bilirubin is to breastfeed as much as possible. So I was feeding her at least every 2 hours, and she would have happily slept for 6, but I was waking her up to feed. And actually, in hindsight, I think that was one of the main causes for me having oversupply issues. So I think with the next baby, whether he or she has jaundice or not, or is jaundiced, I'm not going to, stick to such a strict schedule because I don't think it's necessary. And I really had a lot of trouble with oversupply issues. I ended up eating parsley a lot. I took sage tea. I ate sage. Everything to try and reduce the milk. And in the end, it just randomly leveled out at about 12 weeks. But I remember waking up in the middle of the night one night, getting stretch marks on my breasts. But only on one. Only my right breast. Like, so random. Because she always slept very well overnight. So I just remember one night we'd moved into the new house, and I woke up and my breast was killing me. And I went to the bathroom to express some milk off, because there was no way she was waking up. And I saw all these, tiger marks, and I was like, Flamin' heck. That's really depressing. Especially as they were only on one breast. A few weeks later, the other breast got engorged to that point, and then I got stretch marks on both, and that was quite okay. See this expression on her face? You missed it, maybe. That is an expression she only gives me when she's feeding. Or, like, in the aftermath, now we're having cuddles. She's still, you see, she's very curious now. It's a new stage for her. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that the oversupply was because in the first 2 days I was feeding her every 2 hours, whether she wanted to drink or not. And also because I'd heard, oh, you know, you have to get the baby to latch, you've got to make sure the baby stays latched, you've got to make sure, like, a lot of, I want to use the word fear-mongering, but I mean, it has a valid reason. Fear-mongering is a little bit too negative for what I'm trying to express. But anyway, cautionary tales from lactation consultants and other mothers, etc. And I really believe that that really contributed to our oversupply issues. Now, we had one time for 3 days where I felt like I didn't have enough milk, where I think she must have been about 7 or 8 weeks. And she was just sucking on me all day long for 3 days straight. But then she just stopped nursing for 2 days straight. Like, 2 days she just basically didn't feed except for overnight. So for those 3 days my boobs were flat as pancakes, and then for the next 2 they were huge like rock melons. So I don't know, I think so much of it is psychological. Like, I didn't do anything to try and increase my supply or whatever over that time, because I'd already had oversupply issues, and I just felt like, hey, my body will work it out. And, you know, 3 days of her not getting exactly enough milk isn't going to kill her. It's not going to put her in jeopardy, because her health in jeopardy, because anyway, you know, she was a healthy, little bit chunky baby. So I didn't give it too much attention. Yeah, okay. I'm getting distracted here. Sorry about the quality of the lighting. I prefer to feed her with not so much light on, because the lights, you know, they're up above her, and they shine right in her eyes, or, you know, she ends up staring at them. It's not very nice for her. Anyway, so, in the beginning, you know, breastfeeding was a little bit stressful, mostly because she has really bad reflux. And the feeding part was never a problem, but the pulling her off to burp her and the engorgement and the, you know, milk spraying everywhere, it was really frustrating. And she would at least once a day projectile vomit, and a few days she just vomited all day long. But that's another topic. I'll do another video about that. Anyway, she would mostly, in the first, I don't know, 2 months, she would drink with her eyes closed, her fist by her face, and that was about it. So it was really one-sided, you know. She wasn't very interested in interacting with me, but now it's really different. It's so nice, I like it. The last 2 days, for the first time, I flop the boob out and let her look at it before I give it to her. And she smiles, you know, she gets this huge big grin. And then she rubs her face like excited. And then I lay down next to her and she moves to me to get the boob. And then she puts one hand here and the other hand underneath, and she cradles it. And sometimes she slaps it, depending on how hungry she is. Sometimes it's a fight, because sometimes there's things she wants to look at more. Like you can see, she's really interested in this camera. But mostly, it's really sweet because we can interact together while she's drinking. And I like that, you know. I think mealtime should be social. And, you know, she makes it social. We make it social. So that's the stage we're at now. In another month, or when I see a new behavior, I'll make another video. Okay, bye.